এভরিওয়ান, তো কেমন আছো সবাই? সো আমরা ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টার কমপ্লিট করে ফেলেছি অলরেডি। তো সেকেন্ড চ্যাপ্টার আমরা করতে যাচ্ছি বায়োলজিক্যাল ক্লাসিফিকেশন। আমাদের কিন্তু খুব ডেডিকেটেড নিয়ে পড়তে হবে, খুব ডেডিকেশন রাখতে হবে। যদি ডেডিকেশন না থাকে তাহলে কিন্তু কোনোভাবেই পসিবল না। যাদের রিভিশন এখনও হয়নি তারাও কিন্তু এই সিরিজটা দেখতে পারো। আমি কিন্তু প্রত্যেকটা ভিডিও আপলোড করে দিচ্ছি। সো প্লিজ 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 সবার কাছে একটাই রিকোয়েস্ট, তোমরা প্লিজ এই ভিডিওগুলো ভালো করে দেখবে। তোমাদের বই পড়া লাগবে না। আমি যতদূর দিচ্ছি তোমাদেরকে, যতটা প্রোভাইড করছি আমি, তোমাদের বই পড়া লাগবে না। এগুলো খুবই শর্ট নোট, খুবই। আর তোমাদের মানে একবার যদি ভিডিওগুলো দেখো, একবার যদি নোটগুলো দেখো, কি নোটগুলো, সিরিয়াসলি বোঝা যাবে যে তোমাদের মানে মাথায় পুরো রিকল হয়ে যাবে, একটা মাইন্ড ম্যাপ তৈরি হয়ে যাবে। সো প্লিজ তোমরা তোমরা যত পারো রিভিশন করো। আর মাত্র 1 মাস বাকি, আর কিন্তু টাইম নেই। সো আমাদেরকে ডেডিকেটেড হয়ে পড়তে হবে, পুরো কনসিস্টেন্সি রেখে পড়তে হবে। ওকে, সো আমরা আজকে শুরু করছি বায়োলজিক্যাল ক্লাসিফিকেশন. Biological classification refers to the scientific procedure in which living organisms are classified and arranged into groups and subgroups in a hierarchical manner of the basis of their similarities and dissimilarities. Aristotle was the earliest to attempt a scientific basis for classification. Later, Linnaeus gave the two kingdom system of classification with Plantae and Animalia kingdom. This system, true, used till very recently, but was unable to distinguish between the eukaryotic and prokaryotic, unicellular and multicellular organism, and photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organism. 1969, R.H. Whittaker proposed 5-kingdom classification. He divided all living organisms into Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia as summarized in table below. Characteristic cell type: kingdom Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia. Cell type: prokaryotic, eukaryotic. Monera, cell type prokaryotic. Complexity of body: unicellular to multicellular, cell wall non-cellulosic and peptidoglycan. Nutrition: autotrophic or heterotrophic. Kingdom Protista, cell type eukaryotic, unicellular, present or absent, autotrophic or heterotrophic. Kingdom Fungi, eukaryotic, unicellular to multicellular, chitinous, heterotrophic, saprophytic, parasitic. Kingdom Plantae, eukaryotic, multicellular, cellulosic, autotrophic, photosynthetic. Kingdom Animalia, eukaryotic, multicellular, absent, heterotrophic, holozoic or parasite. Earlier classification system considered bacteria, BGA, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperm and angiosperm as plants due to presence of cell wall in them. The classification system placed prokaryotic bacteria and BGA, blue-green algae, with other eukaryotic groups. It also grouped unicellular or multicellular organisms together. Clydomonas and Spirogyra in algae. This system did not consider a difference in mode of nutrition as cell wall composition, so grouped fungi heterotrophs. Chitinous cell wall with plants, autotroph, cellulosic cells wall. 5-kingdom classification considered such characteristics segregate prokaryotic organism under Monera, unicellular or eukaryotic in Protista. These united Chlamydomonas and cholera with Paramecium and Aniva, earlier placed in plants and animal respectively. Monera. Bacteria are the sole member of the kingdom. Bacteria are the most abundant microorganism occurring in air, water, soil, well, in extreme habitat like desert, snow, hot spring, etc. Bacteria have been grouped under 4 categories based on their shape: coccus, cocci, spherical; bacillus, bacilli; rod-shaped; vibrio, vibrio; comma-shaped; spirillum, spirilla, spiral shape. Bacteria shows a wide range of the mode of nutrition. They may be autotrophic, synthesize their own food from inorganic substrate; chemotrophic, photosynthetic, autotrophic, saprophytic or heterotrophic. It depends on the organism for food. Bacteria are further divided into archaebacteria and eubacteria. Archaebacteria live in extreme environmental conditions. These include Halophilus bacteria residing in salty areas, thermoacidophilus bacteria residing in hot spring, methonogenous bacteria which survive in marshy areas. These are present in gut or many ruminant animals like cows and buffaloes. Archaebacteria differs from other bacteria in having different cell wall structure. Their cell wall is made up of nutrition and contains high amount of unsaturated fatty acid, which is responsible for ensuring their survival in extreme condition. Eubacteria, another class is eubacteria, is also known as true bacteria. These bacteria have rigid cell wall made up of peptidoglycan. They could be photosynthetic autotrophs, chemosynthetic autotrophs, and heterotrophic bacteria. Photosynthetic autotrophs include blue-green algae, which have chlorophyll, are similar to green plants, also known as cyanobacteria. These could be unicellular colonial for of flamantias, freshwater, marine, or terrestrial algae. Some bacteria can fix atmospheric nitrogen in a specially cell known as heterocyst in nostoc and anivina. Utilize inorganic substance like nitrate, nitrite, ammonia for oxidation and release their energy for ATP production. They are known as chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria. Heterotrophic bacteria most abundant in nature and are dependent on other organisms for nutrition. These include N2 fixing bacteria, pathogens, etc. These reproduce asexually by binary fission. During unfavorable conditions, these spores, they are also conjugation of a type of sexual reproduction in which DNA is transferred from one bacteria to another through a conjugal tube. Pleomorphic bacteria, which lack cell wall, is known as mycoplasma. They are pathogenic and the smallest mycogenium known. Kingdom Protista, all single-celled eukaryotes are placed under Protista. Member of kingdom Protista are the connecting link between prokaryotic monads and complex multicellular kingdom fungi, plantae, and animalia. Include chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds, and protozoa. These shows are well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. These reproduce asexually and sexually by a process involving cell fusion and zygote formation. Kingdom Protista has been further divided into the following group. Chrysophytes include diatoms and golden algae known as desmide. They are found in marine environmental and cell wall of diatoms is embedded with silica and forms two thin overlapping sheath as in soap box. Diatomaceous earth is the large amount of cell wall deposited diatoms in their habitat. These are used polishing, filtration of oils and syrups. Dinoflagellates are marine and photosynthetic microorganisms. Due to the presence of different pigments, they appear yellow, green, brown, and red. As the name suggests, they have two flagella, one lie longitudinally and other transversely in furrow between wall plates. Goniolux is a red dinoflagellate while undergoes rapid multiplication and forms red tides. Toxin released by the microorganism when present in such large members may even kill other marine animals such as fishes. Euglenoids are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. Cell wall is absent. A protein-rich layer called pelliculae is present over a surface. In the presence of sunlight, they have as autotrophs, while in its absence, they behave as heterotrophs. Euglena. Slime molds are saprophyte, which are dependent on dead and decaying organic matter. They form an aggregation called plasmodium. During unfavorable conditions, they form spores which are highly resistant. Protozoa and heterotrophs live as parasites or predators. These are grouped into amoeboid protozoa found in fresh or marine water, moist soil. They have pseudopodia, false feet to capture prey as in amoeba. Flagellate protozoa, either free living or parasitic, having flagella. The plastic forms causes disease, sleeping sickness by trypanosomes. Ciliated protozoa are aquatic, actively moving organisms due to thousands of cilia present on them. The coordinated ciliary movement drives food into cavity called gullet. Paramecium. Sporozoans and non-motile forms with an infectious spores-like stage in their life cycle. Malaria causing parasite Plasmodium. Kingdom fungi. These are heterotrophic organisms with their cell wall made up of chitin. These have cosmopolitan distribution, are found in warm and humid places. Fungal body consists of long thread-like structure called hypha, which together form a network called mycelium. In certain organisms, hypha are continuously tube with multinucleated cytoplasm, coinocytic, while others have septate or close walls. Their mode of nutrition, saprophytic and parasitic. They can also live in symbiotics and association with algae as lichen and with roots of higher plants or as mycorrhiza. Reproduction in fungi occurring by vegetative means include fragmentation, fission, and budding. Asexually by zoospores production, conidia, etc., and sexually by oospores as ascospores and basidioscopes. Sexual cycle involves plasmogamy, fusion of two protoplasm, karyogamy, fusion of two haploid nuclei, and meiosis. In some fungi, two haploid cells result in diploid cells. In some cases, dikaryon stage occurs in which two nuclei are present within a cell. This phase is known as dikaryonophase of fungus. Production of dikaryon N plus N two nuclei per cell is a characteristic of the classes Ascomycetes and Basidomycetes. Fungi are classified into classes Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidomycetes, and Deuteromycetes. Phycomycetes are lower fungi of algae. Fungi, their mycelium is aseptate, coinocytic, reproduce asexually through zoospores or aplanospores and sexually through isogamy or anisogamy, rhizopus, mucor, etc. Ascomycetes are sac fungi. Their mycelium is branched and septate. Asexual spores are conidia and sexual spores are ascospores, aspergillus, neurospora, etc. Mycetes are clap fungi. Their mycelium is branched and septates, reproduce asexually by fragmentation, and their vegetative cells fuse to form dikaryotic structure, plasmogamy, mushroom, bracket fungi, etc. Deuteromycetes are imperfect fungi, reproduce asexually by conidia and sexual forms absent in this alternaria, trichoderma, etc. Heterothalism is the condition of fungal organism where different thalli exist within a single genus of fungus. Kingdom Plantae, these include chlorophyllous organism with cellulosic cell wall life cycle consisting of a dominant saprophyte and a highly reduced gametophyte showing alternation of generation. Few members are insectivorous plants, cuscuta, bladwort, etc. Plants are classified into algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Kingdom Animalia. Animalia are motile organisms showing holozoic nutrition. They follow a definite growth pattern. They directly or indirectly depend on plant for food. Sexual reproduction is by copulation of male and female gametes followed by embryo development. Viruses, viroids, prions, and lichens. Viruses and viroids are the non-cellular organisms which are not characteristic in the system of classification given by Whitaker. They have both living and non-living characteristics. They form inert crystalline structure outside the living cell, but inside the host cell they can multiply easily. They take over the host machinery and duplicate themselves. Pasteur and D.Z. Ivanovsky gave the name viruses, which means venom or poisonous fluid. M.W. Beijing in 1898 called fluid obtained from infected tobacco plants as contagium vivum fluidium, infection, living fluid. Viruses are obligated parasites. These are inert outside species host cell and exist crystalline form as demonstrated by W.M. Stanley. Genetic material is viruses could be DNA or RNA. Virus contain protein called capsid, which is made of capsomeres. Capsomeres are arranged in helical or polyhedral geometric form. Head, collar, sheath, tail fibers. Bacteriophage virus. Viruses which infect plants have a ssRNA, while infect animals either ssDNA, RNA, dsDNA, RNA. Viruses which infect bacteria are known as bacteriophages. These are usually dsDNA viruses. Viroids discovered by T.O. Diener are the smallest known as agent of infection disease. These are only necked nucleic acid without a protein coat. Prions are abnormally folded proteins which cause infectious neurological disease. Mad cow disease in cattle. Lichen are the symbiotic association of algae, phycobiont, and fungi, mycobiont, and they are also not included in five kingdom system. So আমরা বায়োলজিক্যাল ক্লাসিফিকেশন শেষ করে ফেললাম। নেক্সট চ্যাপ্টারের জন্য এগোবো। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর ওয়াচিং দিস ভিডিও। আই থিঙ্ক সো আমি সব পয়েন্টগুলো তুলে ধরতে পেরেছি। সো প্লিজ সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেবে চ্যানেলটা। থ্যাংক ইউ।